Yo, America, what's the holdup with repealing Don't Ask, Don't Tell? Clearly there's something stopping your politicians from doing it because the Secretary of Defense, Mr. Robert Gates, and your chairman of the Joint Chiefs of fucking Staff, Admiral Mullen, have both come forward and been like, we don't give a shit. We don't care who people want to slam when they go home at the end of the day, when they come forward and report for duty. But there's still a couple points being put forward over and over and over again by your politicians, mostly Republican, shocking, about lack of integration of gays into the military. Why Don't Ask, Don't Tell should still be fucking standing when every other developed country in the world has clearly struck down this policy and openly welcomed gay citizens into their standing armies. John McCain, Marsha Blackburn, even our orange friend John Boehner have all put forward basically the same 2 points and secretly snuck in that all-elusive third point that no one can say out loud because apparently saying the third point's bad. But let's go over the couple of points that they have put forward. John McCain, bad for morale, is often the first point. Now here, let me get this straight. If I'm in the middle of a really shitty firing situation in Kabul, it's me and James standing next to me, do you really think that James is going to look at me and be like, whoa, 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 you're a fag, go stand over there, I don't care that there's an insurgent Taliban guy shooting at me, whoa, stop, this is bad, I don't feel right, I don't want you fighting on the same side. Guarantee 70%, as the recent Pentagon survey found out, 70% of your servicemen don't give a shit who I slam, who they slam, who anybody in the military fucks. Why? Because at the end of the day, it's not like you're going to be in a firing situation and I'm going to suddenly whip it out and slam the guy next to me. That's not how fucking war works. You have no concept, John McCain, of how the military works nowadays. You're old. Sorry, I hate to pull that card. You're out of touch with the younger people. You're out of fucking touch with your military. And you're saying that because I'm gay, it'd be bad for morale? Really? Suck it the fuck up. I'm sure there's racists left, right, and center in your fucking army. I'm not saying that Americans are racist. We're Canadian, and we have tons of racists in our country as well. But I'm sure you have racists who don't want no fucking black man running their platoon or being their drill sergeant. But I'm sure if the American military came forward and said, we don't want no black people in our army, probably wouldn't be as well received as saying being gay is bad for morale. Because apparently everything else is okay to be, except, being a fag. Second point that often comes up is the interruption in the chain of command. Because, you can't take orders from a gay man, right? There's been never, ever a chance for gay people can't lead, apparently is what they're saying. And also, why should your subordinate listen to you if you're gay? Who gives a fuck who you slam? I guarantee you, if I'm willing to lead my men into the mouth of danger, and to quote General S. Patton, I would follow that man into the mouths of hell and back, or the gates of hell and back, it doesn't make a difference. There won't be an interruption in the chain of command. Once again, 70% of people in the military right now currently interviewed by that Pentagon survey clearly said, we don't give a shit. If you're gay and you can still lead capably, you can still lead capably. Why is it okay in your army to say that the chain of command will be interrupted or fucked up? But if I own a business, I can't say, well, he's gay, I don't want him working for me. Oh, but all of a sudden that's wrong? Why is it that your government is held to one standard, but your public is held to another? Isn't the government composed of the public? Isn't that how that's supposed to fucking work? Another thing is, the third unspoken issue that I mentioned earlier on is rape. Let's be serious. There is a stigma that exists in most individuals who automatically codify homosexuals as perverts. That's actually a really predominant belief amongst individuals who are homophobic. But there is this stigma that says you stick a gay man in a closed confinement or a gay woman in closed confinement with a heterosexual man or woman, and they're going to rape them. Basically, that's what you're saying, right? That the fact that you don't want, because one of the things that John McCain said is where they're going to have separate bathrooms and separate showers and separate sleeping quarters. So you're dividing your military internally because you think that'll make them fucking stronger instead of teaching them to work together. Why is rape all of a sudden an issue in this? The only reason why I'm saying that is because in 2003, NPR, one of the most respected organizations in the United States when it comes to dissemination of political ideology, 30% of servicewomen interviewed in 2003 said that they had been raped. This isn't sexual harassment. This is full-on raped. 96% of servicewomen interviewed during this NPR 2003 poll said that they had been sexually harassed. So all of a sudden, even though no one said it, this is actually a major factor in them holding back the repeal of Don't Ask, Don't Tell, is the fact that they think you stick a gay man in close confinement with a heterosexual man, he's just going to fucking jump on him. I'm sure you've been on the subway and seen a guy in the corner be like, he's probably gay, and he hasn't walked up to you and just randomly started fucking you. I'm sure that's not happened to you yet, right? I'm sure that there's an ideology and a belief, but you gotta fucking move past it, guys. These are your fellow citizens, your fellow American passport holders, your fellow voters. These are the people that compose your population. And what you're telling them is that they're second-class citizens, their opinion doesn't matter, and you are willing to die for them, but you're not willing to let them die for you. How does that make any sense? If they want to die for your country and they want to defend your freedom and your honor, and they want to defend their freedom and their honor, let them.